Tina Turner, When the Heart Is Over, all here at Sandground, the radio, the station that loves where you live. Sunday early morning breakfast show, myself, Sean Saunders. Hope you're having a great weekend. It is the 5th of March today, and today is, I'm not sure if you know this, is Namesake Day. I didn't know it, and this counts for every day for me. It's National Caffeine Awareness Month. That's what March is. Okay, in the show today, we've got your quiz coming up very shortly. That's what I do on the show between 5 and 6. And then we've got your entertainment news. We've got your Know Your Saying. We've got a pun of the day. We've got your wacky news. And I'm going to be going through what's happened this week. Quite a big event has happened in my life this week. So it's a bit of an announcement that I'm going to mention on the show. And loads of great music between now and 7 o'clock. Okay, the Sunday early morning breakfast show. It's very nice to have your company. Hope you're having a great breakfast this morning. Hope your weekend has gone to plan and you're having a great one as well after your hard week in the office. Let's go through the first feature of the show today. I've been running the last couple of weeks. Let's go through it. What percentage of men said that their TV taught them more about life than their parents? And by the way, this doesn't count for me. My parents definitely taught me more, but what percentage of men said that their TV taught them more about life than their parents? Answers coming up a bit later in the show, and we've got great music coming up from Lisa Stansfield, Neil Diamond and Toto. Stay here, Sandground the radio. Lisa Stansfield, this is the right time here at Sandground Radio, broadcasting to you on DAB, online and on your mobile. A very good morning, it is Sean Saunders with the Sunday early morning breakfast show. Right, I'd like to give a big mention now. I was approached on Facebook earlier in the week by Natalie Kemp, and she said, Sean, on your show this Sunday, can you give me a mention? And my friend Danielle Abbott. Well, of course, Natalie, a big mention to you, a big shout to Natalie Kemp and Danielle Abbott tuned in this morning. They did ask when the show, when the mention was going to go out, and I just said, just listen to the show from 5 a.m. through till 7, so I wasn't giving both of them any lie-ins at all. So a big mention to you, to Natalie Kemp and Danielle Abbott this morning. The Who, but I Can't Explain, here on the Sunday early morning breakfast show. It is Sandground the radio, the station that loves where you live. Now, how did you get on with the percentage quiz that I started over 20 minutes ago? What percentage of men said that their TV taught them more about life than their parents? The actual answer was 20%. Bananarama, I Want You Back, perfect for a Sunday morning. It is Sean Saunders here with the Sunday early morning breakfast show. A very good morning if you have us tuned in. It is Sandground the radio, where Debbie does lunch and Brent Williams drives you home. Celebrity birthdays. Little Britain star Matt Lucas is celebrating a birthday today. Have a guess how old he is. He definitely doesn't look it. Should I tell you? Of course I will. He's 43 years of age, which he's turned today. Does he look it? Definitely not, in my opinion. And I'd like to say happy birthday to singer Elaine Page, who of course has an OBE. The star has turned, have a guess how old Elaine Page is. She is 69 today, so I'd like to say happy birthday to her. If you're celebrating a birthday today, I'd like to wish you a happy birthday here at Sandground Radio. 10cc, the things we do for love. The 5th of March today, and it's Namesake Day. Is that something that you know? Do you need to know it? I'm just going for it anyway. Sunday early morning breakfast. Very good morning to you. Michael Jackson, famous Neverland Ranch, has returned to the market at a discount price after failing to find a buyer. The 2,700 acre property was put on for sale at $100 million. Have you got that in your bank account? I certainly haven't. Yeah, 2 years ago, but no, it's on for $67 million now, so it's a little bit cheaper. I think it needs to come down a little bit before I'm interested in it though, but that is a 54 million pounds, and it's now called Sycamore Valley Ranch, and Jackson bought it back in 1988 and added an amusement park and zoo. Okay, we've got Luther Vandross with Stop to Love, taking you up to the news on the hour. Stay tuned. Sandground Radio.
Sandground Radio.
Muskag's Lido Shuffle. Playing here, Sandground Radio, broadcasting to you on DAB, online, and on your mobile. Hope you're having a great Sunday. Should we introduce this hour's quiz? It's called Know Your Saying. How it works is, I'll give you a clue to what is a famous phrase or saying, and you've just got to guess what it is. It's all just a little bit of fun. No prizes on this one, I'm afraid, but for a Sunday morning, it's all just a little bit of fun. Are you ready for me to go through it? This is the clue. To go back to the beginning, a popular saying that suggests a person has to start over. Now, what would you say in that scenario? I will repeat it again for you. To go back to the beginning, a popular saying that suggests a person has to start over. Answers coming up a bit later in the show. We've got Barry Gibb with Star-Crossed Lovers on its way, but next, Holly's The Air That I Breathe. A very good morning to you here at Sandground Radio. Barry Gibb, Star-Crossed Lovers, playing here at Sandground Radio, broadcasting to you on DAB, online, and on your mobile. It is Sean Saunders here with the Sunday early morning breakfast show. A very good morning to you. Now, I mentioned earlier on in the show that I proposed to my lovely partner Emma. I've been with her for 5 years, and their birthday being right close to when I met her. Her birthday's on the 2nd, and we met on the 4th back in 2012. So I thought, I will propose and give her a ring, and that's exactly what I did, and it went really well. That was last Thursday, and we went out to celebrate in a great local venue in Crosby called The George. We go there regular on a Thursday because Emma likes to have a game of bingo for Bob's Bingo Night. That's the name of the night, Bob's Bingo. And he's one of two managers at the George, Robert Gordon. A big shout to you, mate. You do a fantastic Thursday night in the George, and I'd like to give a big shout to Karen Gordon, who manages the George. So a big shout to Karen, because what happened, we went there on the bingo night last Thursday, and I thought it'd just be a normal night. I mean, they knew, they're on our Facebook, and they knew that we got engaged, because I did a live stream and showed it all over the Facebook. That's what I'm like, you see. What am I like? So we went there, and we were greeted with, guess what? A bottle of Prosecco in a bucket of ice. How great is that? So I just want to thank Robert Gordon and Karen Gordon for their kind heart there in doing that to help us celebrate our engagement in the George last Thursday night. Moving on now, the Drifters. There goes my first love here at Sandground Radio. Very good morning. Now, how did you get on with the Know Your Saying quiz? This is the answer to it. To go back to the beginning, a popular saying that suggests a person has to start over. The answer is back to square one. Now, did you get this one? Was it an easy one this week? Because I will be doing this feature every week, and like anything else, some weeks will be easier than other weeks. Anyway, we've got your wacky news coming up, and we've got your pun of the day and a fact about Only Fools and Horses, which you may not know. If you didn't know, then obviously you've learned something, a bit like me when I've researched this. T-Rex with Jeepster here at Sandground Radio. It's nearly time for me to go, but we've got your wacky news still to do and your pun of the day, taking you up to the hour of 7 o'clock. We have got Dave Turley taking over with your Sunday morning breakfast. Okay, now check this out. This is for taxi drivers, really. A police officer was shocked to hear a weird excuse from a taxi driver who was speeding, according to a press release by Dorset Police. Now, does this cover you? If you're a taxi driver, would you do something like this or even attempt it? The traffic police said that the taxi driver complained of his passenger who was breaking wind constantly in his cab and obviously wanted them out and gone ASAP, double underlined. And his excuse didn't work and was offered the speed and awareness course or the fine and 3 points on his licence. Now, is that something that you would attempt to try and worm your way out of a speed and fine? But it didn't work for him. Anyway, so all my features will be back next week, including this one. We're going to finish off with a little pun, but as I say, we've got Dave Turley coming up from 7am through till 10, and then we've got Pauline Daniels, our very own and great Pauline Daniels, from 10am, taking you through into your early Sunday afternoon through till 1 o'clock. Then we've got like Jordan as well, Paul Jordan, taking over from 1pm on your Sunday afternoon. And there goes your Sunday morning lineup here at Sandground Radio. So, as I say, enjoy the rest of your weekend, what's left of it, and I'm going to finish off with this. So, take care, and I'll see you next week. We've got People with One Night in Heaven to take you up to the news on the hour. But here goes your pun. I tell you a chemistry joke, but I know I wouldn't get a reaction.